Well, good morning, Grand Rising, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? My name is David Lisiaga, master distributor over here at KINGKONG Matrix, and it is my humble privilege to be able to present KINGKONG Matrix to you for the first time. Some of you, this might be the second or third time that you're watching this video, and that's okay, because the more that you watch a video, the more that you begin to understand what it is we do, how it is that we do it, and who it is that we are. So what is KINGKONG Matrix? It is an MLM company, multi-level marketing or network marketing, whatever you want to call it, that delivers crypto alerts. And this is our product. And typically when I talk about products in MLM, I really like to focus on the price point. And part of the reason why is because I build almost exclusively overseas. I build in a lot of emerging markets. And they have different needs. They have different hurdles to overcome when it comes to building. And so when KINGKONG Matrix was designed, it was designed with them in mind. We have a total of 5 matrices, and we'll get into the numbers there. But for right now, I just want to talk about the cost. We get 5 crypto alerts a month. Every single matrix has its own alert. So if you get into our Galada Matrix, it's only 25 cents in USDC one time. And you are going to get 1 alert per month, every single month for that one-time fee. If you want a second alert, that's fine. You just upgrade your account and you become a Langer. That's an extra 50 cents one time. If you want a third alert, you become a Macaw. If you want a 4th alert, you become a Baboon, which is $5 one time. And then the last one, the biggest cost is a Mandrill. It's a $10 fee one time. And with this, you not only get a 5th alert, but you also get whitelist opportunities, which are kind of partnerships with some of the developers and some of the NFT artists out in the world. We get early access because we've been in the crypto space now 6-7 years, and I have been teaching in the crypto space for a few years. And last year in particular, with the company Epic Trading, the crypto alerts that I personally gave were responsible for over 1,000,000% growth in people's accounts. And so, we have so many examples, it's not even funny. I could think about TCG World that ballooned through the roof. I could think about Metaspace, where we have individuals that took $1,000 and flipped it into $50,000. I could think about FEG, where a few $100s actually made me tens of thousands of dollars. I could think about Chronodes. We got in at $12, and then it retraced a little bit to $6, and then it went to $3, and we bought more at each level, about $3,000 worth. Made over $300,000 on that play. Made over $150,000 on the Star Nodes play for about $1,000. And then even when the markets go south, things like when Luna had their huge crash, we pulled an incredibly degenerate play over there and did 150x overnight. No, I'm sorry. We did, it wasn't that much. I don't want to lie to you. We did 50x overnight. And I know because one of our students literally put 3,000 into that play and woke up to 150 grand overnight. And so because we've been working in the crypto space for so long, we kind of understand the way that markets move. We also understand relationship, and we understand the people that are behind these coins. And we want to make sure that we not only keep good relationship with them, but when they have a real good project, that we're in early. And because of our reputation, because of the size of our community, it really allows us to take advantage of things a little bit faster than other people. So we do get early access. And then, most importantly, our marketing team has launched several coins to a 9-figure market cap. And Metaspace is a perfect example of that. And we got that call while we were auditioning them, while we were interviewing them specifically for marketing this project. And instead of them taking our money, they're like, listen, we're about to start marketing this project, put some money in there and see what we do. And I know that $1,000 turned into over $50,000 in just 10 days. So I'm incredibly happy about the product. And I also know that the product is underpriced for the space. Because right now there are people that are charging $5, $10 a signal. There are people that are charging $100, $250, $500, even $1,000 a month for crypto alerts. And here you can get 5 alerts per month plus whitelist opportunities for a measly $16.75. Now with each position you buy, you have a matrix, you have the potential to earn. It's not a requirement, but I personally believe that no one should really leave money on the table. And so I encourage everyone to share this opportunity with their friends, with their family, with their networks, because it's such a cheap buy-in, but the value of the product that we give is incredibly high. Now, before we get into the compensation, I do want to talk about the specifics about our program. Every program that I've been a part of in the last 23 years of network marketing, there are requirements for individuals to earn. And over here, we only have one, and that's that you refer one individual. Now, this was done purposely because the industry average, people will on average refer between 2 to 3 individuals in any company that they get into. The problem is in other companies, sometimes you have recruiting requirements of 3, 5, 10. You have leg requirements and balance requirements and this requirement and that requirement and minimum purchase requirements and da-da-da. And it gets so convoluted. And I think that companies almost do it on purpose. They do it on purpose to make sure that they are able to stop people from earning as much money as possible. Here, we made it as simple as possible. You refer one person and you can withdraw any and all the commissions that you have amassed until that point. The other thing that I want to talk about is our Follow Me Matrix system. And as we get into the matrices, this will be a little bit more apparent. But what we do is that if someone comes in, so let's say you're marketing to a developing nation and have a lot of people coming in just at the 25-cent Galada Matrix level. Well, the system is going to withhold their first 50 cents of commission to make sure that they follow you into your Langer Matrix. And from the Langer Matrix, the system will withhold the first $1 of commissions to make sure that they follow you into the Macaw Matrix. And from the Macaw Matrix, the system will withhold the first $5 of commission in order to make sure that they follow you into the Baboon Matrix. And from the Baboon Matrix, the system will withhold the first $10 of commission to make sure that they follow you into the Mandrill Matrix. This is done to make sure that we keep your team intact, because we want your team to follow you whenever possible. Now, notice I say whenever possible, because if you're only active in the Galada Matrix and the 25-cent Matrix, and you bring someone in that buys all 5 matrices, well, they cannot follow you in Matrix 2, 3, 4, 5 because you're not active there. And in that scenario, they will follow your sponsor or your sponsors. We will go through the lineage and find the first person who was active, and they will be placed there. Now, we do pay out daily here, which is a very unique thing. We also post our transactions of our payouts because we want absolute transparency. You can withdraw every day if you want. The withdrawal fee is always 0.01 BNB. This is every single time that you request a withdrawal. This is just to cover any gas fees that we have. It's also to cover a small little admin fee. This way the company can keep the lights on, because at this moment the company pays out 95% to the field. And that is probably the most aggressive payout that any company has done in the history of MLM. Okay, any person could have multiple entries into any matrix level. And this is incredibly important for unilevel commissions. It's also important for how quickly the matrix builds. And we'll get into that in the next slides for sure. But understand that when we talk about these numbers, we are talking about positions, not people. And wallets are tied to the person that introduced them to the system first. And this is incredibly important to make sure that people follow their sponsors. So when someone comes in and they buy their package, they are tied to their sponsor for life, which means that their sponsor is going to earn commission on every package that they buy. Now, before we get into compensation, I want to let you know, completely optional. You don't need to do it. If all you want are the crypto alerts, I get that. There are a lot of people in that boat, but I personally believe that there's no reason to leave money on the table, and I personally believe that we have created the most effective compensation plan, especially for the developing world. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the Galada Matrix. The Galada Matrix is a 25-cent buy-in in USDC. All of our transactions are transacted in USDC on the BSC network. Now, this is incredibly important. 25 cents only, and for every position that falls into your pay levels, the first 25 levels, you're going to make half a cent. Now, let's talk about spillover and how it's created. So let's say I was to recruit 3 individuals, okay? My first 2 individuals, person A and person B, would fall into this level. Person C would fall into level 2, but when that happens, they would fall underneath either person A or person B. And when they do, their entry into this matrix would trigger a commission, not only for me, but also for one of the people on this first level. So as people are actively recruiting, and especially the top recruiters are pushing volume through the system, it's going to, by default, begin to fill in matrices for other individuals. Now, how does this work? People start buying positions. Some people are going to buy 1, some people are going to buy 10, some people are going to buy 100, and they start filling in this matrix. And those multiple positions are important because if someone decides that they want to buy 100 positions, guys, they're going to occupy in your matrix. If they're on your first level, this part of this level, half of this level, half of this level, half of this level, half of this level. I think about half of this level and part of this level as well. And so as you begin to understand multiple positions help you fill out this matrix a lot more quickly than if we were doing it person by person. Because there are 67 million and change positions in the matrix. It is going to take work in order to get them filled, but these multiple positions help the matrix get filled a lot more quickly. Also, when the matrix is filled, when all positions in your 25 pay levels are filled, the total payout for this matrix is $335,544.31 in USDC. Now, the crazy part about this is multiple positions also works for you. Because if you decide that you want to get 10 positions in this matrix, which is completely up to you, well, now you have the ability to earn this $335,000 and change 10 different times. And so now your earning potential for those 10 positions has gone up from $335,000 to $3.35 million for this matrix. Not bad for a 25-cent buy-in. All of our other matrices are structured the same way. Okay, just the buy-in is a little bit higher, the payout per position is higher, and the total payout for the matrix is higher. So we'll go through the others a little bit more quickly. And if you want to see all the numbers, if you want to crunch all the numbers, 50% of every dollar that comes in goes into the matrix. You could download our presentation from our Discord, crunch the numbers, and check our math. We invite you to do that. We think that it is important for people to actually research a little bit what they are doing. While you are doing that, though, please do not do $1 million worth of research for a 25-cent purchasing decision. Okay, let's get into the next matrix, the Langer Matrix. It's a 50-cent matrix. You buy in for 50 cents USDC on the BSC side. The payout per position in your pay levels is 0.01 USDC. And when this matrix is completely filled, when these pay levels are completely filled, the total payout is $671,088.62. Once again, if you have multiple positions, you could earn these numbers multiple times. The Macaw Matrix, $1 buy-in, 2 cents per position in your pay levels. The total payout for the Macaw Matrix, $1,342,177.24. Once again, multiple positions means you can earn this multiple times. Our Baboon Matrix is a $5 buy-in, okay? 10 cents per position in your pay levels. Total payout for the Baboon Matrix is $6,710,886.20. And then last but not least is our Mandrill Matrix. This is our biggest matrix. It is a $10 buy-in. It is 20 cents per position in your pay levels. And the total payout for the Mandrill Matrix is $13,421,772.40. All right, ladies and gentlemen, incredibly lucrative compensation plan. Excited about what's going on. especially because 45% of every dollar that comes in goes into our unit level. Now, in that example that I gave you with person A, person B, person C, then they fall underneath each other. That only works. Me being a big recruiter, me knowing I can put thousands of people into this program, that only works for me if I am being rewarded. So we need to reward the recruiters to make sure that they are incentivized to actively build and by default fill in the matrices of other individuals. And that's why this unit level is here. So when I refer person A, B, and C and they buy their positions on level 1, I'm earning this number right here. When they buy their positions in matrix 2, that's the Langer matrix, I'm earning this. When they buy their position in the Macan matrix, I'm earning this. When they buy their position in the Baboon Matrix, I'm earning this. When they buy their position in the Mandrill Matrix, I'm earning this. But the beauty of this is that if I am bringing someone to the table, they see the compensation plan and they love it. And they're like, David, you know what? I'm going to buy 1,000 positions in the Mandrill Matrix. Well, then I earn this $2.25 1,000 times when they purchase a position. And then guess what happens? When those people that I tell, they start telling their individuals, I'm going to start earning these numbers every single time that they purchase a position in the matrix. And when they tell their people, I'm going to earn these numbers every single time that they purchase a position in the matrix. And when they tell their people, I will earn this every single time that they tell their people and they purchase their positions in the matrix. Okay? And then when they tell their people, 5 levels deep, I will earn these numbers every single time that they purchase a position. And because we are so heavy on our unilevel commission, it benefits the recruiters and it helps the recruiters fill in the matrix for the individuals who have trouble recruiting. Okay, last but not least, when we created this program, we wanted to make sure that we had a blueprint, a protocol for people to follow so that they could earn extraordinary money in a very short period of time. And to that end, I'm going to unveil it to you. It's called the KINGKONG protocol, and it's 7 figures in 8 days. Now, before we get into what it is you need to do and how it is that you do it, I want to be clear. This is an aggressive plan, and it is going to require massive action. And in my experience, 23 years of experience in the industry, no one, or almost no one, is going to be able to build this out perfectly. But that doesn't detract us from trying, okay? Because even if we shoot for the moon and end up amongst the stars, we still did a pretty good job. So what is the KINGKONG protocol? What do you do the day that you sign up? Well, number 1, you sign up and you get a position in every single matrix. That's a total of $16.75 out of your pocket. That's part of what you do on day 1. The second part of what you do on day 1 is you find 10 people to do the same thing. Now, when those 10 people have purchased their positions and they see this presentation, we're going to tell them, guess what your job is? Now you have your $16.75 in, great, get your 10 people. Your job from that moment on is to make sure that you are assisting your teammates in getting the 10 individuals each so that your organization grows. Because if your 10 people get 10, now you have 100 individuals in your organization. And if those 100 get 10, now you have 1,000. And if those 1,000 get 10, now you have 10,000. And this is assuming everyone just gets one position in the matrix. Well, if you were to do that perfectly, and after 8 days, you would have over 111 million positions. And the total commissions that you would have earned would be $22,527,673.65. Full disclosure, like I said, most people, the majority of people, over 99% of people, will not be able to do this perfectly in 8 days, and that's okay. What if it took you 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year to earn this? I would still say that would be one heck of a year. What if you only got 10% of the duplication? You got your 10, but the duplication only worked out to 10%. And so instead of you making $22.5 million, you made $2.25 million. But you did it in a very short period of time. I would argue that that would still be better than what you've done in most other companies, and the total outlay from your pocket would be substantially less. Well, I am incredibly excited. If this is your first time seeing this video, what I want you to do is get back to the person that introduced you to this, get your questions answered, get inside of the Matrix. It's only $16.75 to be all in. Do not do $1 million worth of research for that. Understand, you probably spend that on a decent lunch here in the US, so just get in and know that you're going to get the crypto alerts, and do not leave the building money on the table. Once again, my name is David Lisiaga, Master Distributor over here at KINGKONG Matrix. It's been my absolute pleasure to be able to present this to you, and I cannot wait to celebrate your success. You have a great day on purpose.